Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. Hope y'all are staying warm, having a great day, and all that good stuff. So today I'm going to do a video on the paper bag art journal. Now I'm going to give you the basics. How you decide to decorate it is completely up to you. It doesn't have to be, you know, what I do or whatever. You might see this and think, oh, you know what, I'm going to try, and yours might come out way better than mine. So I'm just going to give you the basic, and I would love if you guys would either tag me on Instagram or tag me on Facebook, on the Google Plus. Let me see. I love seeing what you guys do. Even if you don't follow this or any of the instructions that I'm giving for all these different art journals, and you tag me in something, in your art journal that you have, a picture, a page that you did, or a journal that you did yourself. So here we go. Okay, so excuse me, this is a paper bag. It's just a lunch sack or a lunch bag, whatever you call. You can get these at the dollar store, usually 50 to 100 for a buck. So I got these, nothing fancy. Also, if you want, and you don't have to do this part, I did it on this just to fancy it up because I did this on um, a live show probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. So that's what I did this on, and to show everybody how to do it. So, and as you can see, before I start, there are, I've used scraps of my scrapbook paper when I did this. So you can see in there, I made them different sizes, because I like irregularity. I love non-perfection. And you can see they're just all whatever you want. So if you have scraps, let's say you scrapbook or you have scraps, or like I always tell you guys, if you go to AC Moore, Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, wherever is near you, you can always go into the individual scrapbook paper section, and you can pick all the clearance ones, which I have a habit of doing, especially after holidays like Christmas and all. They have all those kind of colors. You can get them sometimes for 10 cents a piece. So you're going to paint over it anyway, or write over it, or whatever. So why not do that? Okay, so here we go. I'm going to grab my scissors. So first what you do is fold it in half. Now, we're going to cut. Do it this way. Start with, I'm sorry if it's getting blurry. Start with this end and fold it over this end. But fold it just a little bit less than equal. So you see how this is just hanging out? And we're going to cut that off so that makes it you can make this a pocket to stick something in if you want to do it that way. If you don't want to do it that way, then do it this way, and we will cut this part off, and that becomes a pocket. So that's two different ways. I have them both in my art journal that I made for different things. So you do it whatever way you want. This I'm just going to fold in half. And if you don't want the floppy on the inside, then by all means, flop it the other way. This is whatever way works best for you and what you want. And then you still have your little flappy. You can decorate it, whatever. So here we go. And that is really where we're at. Now, if I would have grabbed a glue stick, that would have meant I had a brain. So we're just going to try to do this. All right, so I'm just going to take my paper here, as you can see. Now, again, you can collage on these. Have all your different scraps. I love to save scraps. I've been throwing scraps away because I hoard way too much. But what you can do, turn your scrapbook paper over if you're using a full sheet. If you don't have scrapbook paper, but you want to make it like this, use parchment paper, use your wax paper, use newspaper, use book text, use printer paper, whatever you want, if you want to make another layer on here. Now I'm just going to take my pencil and hope that I have lead in here. And I'm just going to give it a quick trace. You don't have to trace it. You can just cut it right on there. My camera's being a real jerk. You jerk. Okay. I don't know. I think because the sun started coming out. Okay, and we're just going to cut this. And then cut it. Now you can cut it obviously all the way to the end so it makes it easier. And then cut it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Then you'll take your bag. Make sure you have it folded the right way that you want it. What did I do here? All right. I pulled a Kelly. Just got to fold it because I folded it the other way. All right, so here we go. Then what I'm going to do is take it. Now, if you want to cover this first, you can. So if we cover this with glue, a glue stick, and cut it, I can just run this right up here. I can't believe I forgot my glue stick. What a jerk I am. Let's see. I got some Mod Podge. Let's use that bad boy. All right, I know I have somewhere. There you go. Thanks for being kind there, brush. Okay, I'm just going to take my Mod Podge. You can use a glue stick, Elmer's white school glue, whatever you have. Does not have to be fancy schmancy. And I'm just real quick gluing. I like glue sticks, but again, this is probably stronger using the Mod Podge. And remember, your glue sticks that you get are archival. White school glue is not. Although I use white school glue in everything I do, and I've been doing this for years and have not had any issues. A lot of people ask me when I do my mixtures and whatnot, when I use school glue, is it archival? No, it's not. However, glue sticks, the Elmer's glue sticks, I have millions of them, but those are actually archival because a lot of people use those for scrapbooking and pictures and whatnot. So that's a little something I know. All right, and then I'm going to put this here. Now you see I'm coming up short here. I'm not going to worry because I have more paper and I can also trim it if I want to. So if you're doing this and you are like me, who sometimes doesn't think things through, or they go out my ears when I think of something. I've been journaling a lot, so I'm trying to keep track of what I want to do and things that I think of. And I've been writing down a lot of the requests that I've been getting for me to do. So I promise I'm going to get it to you. All right, so let's just glue this down. Okay, now you might want to cut that off. See, now I didn't take my glue long enough, but that's all right, because look how fun. I really gotta get this camera set up better. Okay. Now, let's say, oh, well, I got this little pee-pee part right here. Let me just add another little piece of paper there. Now, I got this Christmas tree paper. It ain't hurt nobody. But, obviously, I have to do it either in pieces or do it sideways. It really doesn't matter. And I can cover that with my glue, put that on, and then cut that off, and that gives me my extra piece. If you don't want to do that, if you don't have paper laying around or you just don't feel like doing that, then do this. Watch how fun. Look at that. All done. Look how even it looks. Isn't it fancy? All right. Now, here's this right here. This is our little flappy flap. I'm just going to cut the very end off, like not even a millimeter, just to open that up. And you can see how well I cut that millimeter right there because, hey, it's me. Look, if you can't have fun and if you screw up or things don't go the way you want them to, if you can't laugh at yourself and be like, look, this is for me to do my art and it doesn't have to be perfect, then I don't even know why you're crafting or watching me because I am a hot mess sometimes, but that's all right. Okay, so now we have our pocket. Hello, pocket. How are you? What can you put in the little pocket? Whatever you want. So we have this, and this is our first page. Now, if we fold it, we have, I like to use, like, if you have the end of your scissors, I have a bone folder, but I gotta find it over in that mess of boxes I have behind me. So there you go. There is your first one. Now, how fun is that? I think it's very fun. And here's the funnest part. This is our first one that we did, okay? So when you fold it, this is going to be the front. This is going to be the back, okay? So that's what you can decorate. Now, as you can see here, my front and back, and you can see I did it not very fantastically because, you know. But your front and back, you can put paper on as well, scrapbook paper. Or you can just, you can gesso it. You can paint it. You can do whatever you collage on it. Magazines, I love going through magazines and ripping out pictures and stuff that encourage, like inspire me. And I was going to say encourage me, but that would mean that the magazine talks to me, and sometimes it does. So anyway, you can do all that. You can do on here. You can doodle. You can do whatever you want. And if you want to cover it with paper as well, you'll do the same thing. You just kind of glue it on, cut, then you'll see here you cut off what you don't want and do the back and then go to town. So our second page, our second one that we will add in. Now you can see here, I made this short. This one shorter because I wanted it to be different sizes. Now look at this funness. If you have a decorative scissors or even scissors to sew with that you get that edge on, and I cannot think of the name, and I'm a sewer. Left my brain. Anyway, you can cut that way and make it a little fancy. Sometimes you like to have a fancy, right? All right, so next we're going to make a smaller one. And it's kind of the same thing. I'm just going to glue this green on here. This is, I'm going to tell you, this is so inexpensive. And I bet you even at your dollar stores, you can get scrap paper. Like they have like kits that you can, mine has like for $1 and you get like 5 pieces of the paper in there or whatever it is, 6 pieces. Sometimes if they take a while to stock back up when they sell out, but you can find a lot of stuff. Okay. You can see I'm very fancy and messy because I'm so fancy, baby. All right, so now I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to line it right to the edge of that, where that fold is. See the fold? And I'm going to push this down, and I don't care if it's even or not even. It ain't no big thing to me. And then, if it sticks, that would be great. It's not going to stick. No, I didn't put my glue on there. Now, just, if this camera would stay biggest, I think because I'm moving so much. Okay, so now we have that. Again, you'll glue on another piece here or color it, whatever you want to do. And then we're going to fold it. Except this time we're going to make it shorter. You see how much shorter I'm going to make it? And I'm going to fold it here. We're going to cut this edge off because if we want a pocket, you can make it as big or as small as you want. You can also go like this, which is very much me because I'm too lazy to go and get my decorative scissors. I just kind of, look at that fanciness. Look, that's some fancy stuff there, Kel. You bet it is. There you go. And now it's fancy. Now, obviously, if you're going to put your scrapbook paper down on here first, do it, glue it, and then do it, glue it. I rhymed. I can be a rapper. And then cut it like that. But I'm going to leave this one just like it is. And I cut that off, and then I'm going to fold it in half. Okay. Now we have this, which was our first one. And here comes our second one. And it doesn't matter that it doesn't match. You can always add, add up. Cut it up so it's even. Or you don't have to. It doesn't matter. And we got our second bit here. Now, I'm going to cut, you can see here, that's that OCD in me that doesn't, I'm going to cut this a little shorter, just because I want to. All right, and then have your fold there, and see how that comes up? A little shorter, there, it's fine. All right, and you just continue making these, okay? So once you have, you could do 10, 15, 20, 25, whatever your little heart desires, it's all good. So how you connect them is you lay your first one down, which remember, when you go to close it, this will be your front, this will be your back, okay? So you'll lay your first one down, you'll lay your second one down. Again, if you want to make it shorter, cut it. I know, it's just the way it is. And then you have a shorter one. You might want to journal, you might want to do mixed media, you might not even want to cut it. That's on you. And then what we do is we take, I think my daughter took her yarn back. Where's my yarn? That's one thing I did not look for. I might whine for a minute. And I'm sure my husband will hear me whining and, all right, not help. Oh, I think I see yarn. Okay, 1 second. I know. Being prepared is not what I'm good at. Okay. So I just have yarn. You can also get yarn at the dollar store. Let me shut my glue because you know I'll be wearing that. All right. So you can get yarn at the glue store, at the dollar store as well. If not, use dental floss if you have it. Use yarn, use string, use hemp string, whatever you have. If you don't have anything, and I'm going to show you a really great technique that we are going to take a needle and thread. That's how simple, and I know you can get those at the dollar store, and just go in and sew this, and that'll be another video. I'll have to make a few more of these pages, and then I'll show you that way to do it. So all you do is you take your yarn, as big as you want, and you take it underneath, just like before, like I did the video a couple videos ago. Now I like to tie my knots up here because I like it hanging over with some jazz hands on there. So I'm just going to do a bow, do a double knot, do whatever you want to do. All right. And that is our first page. And then I love having these hangy things. First of all, because you can use it as a bookmark down the road if you want. Or if you don't, you can hang it on the back, put beads. You can make beads with clay. You can do all kinds of fun stuff. And then you just open it, and this is going to be your first page. Remember, you will put your paper on this if you want to. If you don't want to do paper, by all means, use this. It's just as good and easy and fun. And then you turn, and these are your next 2 pages, and then this is your next page. And then you keep going, and you have, ta-da! See all that cool string and put all that funness on there. And then you have, and you can see here I did 2 different papers just to add it, to make it more fancy. That's my word lately. I want to be fancy. And then you can see I just added all kinds. I did a little more coordination. I was doing this for a live show for a bunch of people. And so I did a little bit more coordinating. You know, not that you guys aren't important to me, but that was years ago when I had patience and time and would sit there and do a live show and do it. I don't even know if I can find that live show. I'll have to look. Anyway, so you can see. And then you just continue going. I mean, there's a lot in here. So I will be journaling in this. And that's what you have. And it's very, very fun. Now, it's getting, oh my goodness, I had a smoothie. And it's making my, I'm sorry, excuse me. Now, I want to talk about just very few things very, very quickly. Number 1, I've gotten so many requests for my gesso recipe and my gesso recipe and my molding paste recipe. I have 2 of them. They're on my website. I'm going to put the link down below in the description box. So when you see this video, just go down the description box. My link to my web page is there. I'll put the link that takes you right to that page. And then, y'all go check it out. It is so super simple to make. You can also get the items at the dollar store. If you go back on my videos, if you go onto my main page and there's a search bar that'll search all my videos. You can put in homemade gesso or homemade pearl-like, like all these things that I've done over the last few years. However, let me know down below. Look at the recipe and let me know if you want me to make it, in a video for you guys to show you. It's so simple and so self-explanatory, but I know that I'm a visual learner more than a learner who can learn while reading something, if that makes sense. So let me know. And also, I got a handful of people who had messaged me or left me comments interested in the Bath Mom. So I'm very, very excited. So I'll be in contact with you guys pretty soon to get your addresses and to send you guys some samples and for you to try them out. I'm very, very excited. So that is about that, I believe. So, as always, be kind to each other. You never know about somebody else is fighting. And again, please tag me. I'll put my Instagram down below, my Twitter, my Facebook. Hit me up anywhere and tag me so I can see your stuff because I'm so excited. And that's about it. So thank you so very much. Leave me a thumbs up if you want to see more videos of me, you know, making products and making stuff that, especially for beginners or people who are like me on disability and your money is very, very tight. I love finding different ways to use products, really, to, um, you know, using my art journal or using art in general. So I love you guys so very much. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.